The August 6th, 2025 Board of Aldermen meeting to order at 6:15 or 7:15, check, 7:16 p.m. First order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me, stand and join me in saying Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Anyone here who would like to give an invocation? Legally, we're not. Not from the dais. No invocation then. Moment of silence because no one is here. So we'll offer a moment of silence for an invocation. Okay, City Clerk, would you please call the roll? Here.
Alderman Duttweiler, Alderman Gettemeyer, Alderman Johnson, Alderman Nay, Alderman Waters,
Here.
Alderman Wilson.
Present.
All right. Okay, moving right along. Does anybody have any questions on the consent agenda from this evening? We get a chance to take a look at it. Any questions regarding the 4 items on the consent agenda? One question from Alderman Nay. Go ahead, sir. You turn your microphone on, please.
On. There it
Green
is.
light. There you go.
Okay, did you inform the head of the planning and zoning about the appointment?
I did not.
The city administrator did not.
Okay, wouldn't that be customary? We do that
Would be customary.
and just give them an opportunity to feel them out.
So Kim was on vacation. You're untrained city administrator trying to manage that. So sorry about that.
Would you like to move this in the interim then? Until the head of planning and zoning is postponed, or would you like to leave it on here for this evening's approval? He was here, yes.
I actually spoke to Mike Woolridge and suggested that he talk to Mike Molenkamp about being on the P&Z, and then I mentioned it to Keith too. So, I mean, I've had extensive conversations with Mike since I've been on the board here and this last year, and I feel like he would be a very good fit for the committee that is the commissioners that are there now. And I think he would do a really good job. So,
I
Yeah.
too, I was under the impression he was aware as well through the conversations that I had with Alderman Detweiler. But I personally did not ask him or talk to him, and I thought that he would be informed once the appointment was made. So if there's any action that you think we should,
Aren't there some vacancies that need, like Ed's not longer
yeah,
on the,
we're actively looking and talking to folks.
okay.
So yeah, he's one of the, we're backfilling a couple of folks right now. So as you've pointed out many times, Alderman, we not a lot of people want to step up sometimes. A lot of people like to.
I would like for us to go ahead and move forward, especially with vacancies on that board, so we have as many people as possible for the meetings. So,
Yeah.
right. So I would say we definitely should.
Yeah, I'd just like to add too. I met with Mike Molenkamp. Had coffee with him. I've met him several times, but recently had coffee with him to specifically discuss this, and he's really excited about serving the city in some form or fashion. He's a very service-oriented gentleman, and I think he'd be a good addition to the board, or to the commission, rather. So is it the intention of the board, just show of hands, is there any desire to postpone this, or do we think, show of hands, who thinks we should move forward with the consent agenda as is? Okay, that looks like it's unanimous. Okay, that's a good point. Thank you for bringing that up, Alderman Nay. I wasn't fully aware of that either. It's good, but we will ensure that we let him know.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion made by Alderman Johnson, second by Alderman Wilson, to approve the consent agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. Consent agenda is approved.
Can I just make a note that a new expenditures list was passed out tonight, and that is what we approved.
Yes.
Oh. Too late. Any questions from the board on the new consent agenda you all receive and have in front of you? None heard? All good. Thank you. Okay. All right, at this point, we're gonna pause to recognize someone who has served this city for 20 years. 20 years ago, our city clerk, Kim Clark, came to Darden Prairie back when it was still in a double wide, holding meetings at the Knights of Columbus Hall.
Does that mean she started when she was 9 years old?
I believe so. Yes, it was a middle school internship opportunity. But Kim's been here for a long time. She brings deep and tacit knowledge of our city operations from before to where they are today. She understands every nook and cranny of this city. She knows every nook and cranny of this city. She's seen just about, she has, every mayor and the board since we've really become a city back in the early 2000s. She's been, around and knows all those folks. So she's a deep part of the history of our city, and she's served for 20 years, and we've got something to present to her. Carla has a small presentation she'd like to move forward with, so. We'll move down in front of you. Speech. Okay, we've reserved 20 minutes for Kim's acceptance speech. Kim, go ahead.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna get some time back on that. All right, thanks again, Kim. Okay, moving on to new business. Well, first of all, do we have anybody who wishes to speak in public comment?
Yes, Arnie Dienoff.
Good evening. Thank you, members of the Board of Aldermen. First of all, I'd like to bring to your attention on Missouri Route N, or Town Square Boulevard. There's a rock ramp that somebody built to the curb, which I think is maybe illegal. It's trying to gain access, not in an entry point, but to the grass. It's blocking water runoff to the appropriate catch basins and I would ask staff to look into that. Bill number 2535, establishing a procedure for disclosure of potential conflicts of interest for municipal officials. I would ask that you look into and adopt the version that the city of Wentzville does. They adopted an ethics ordinance that's excellent and goes a deeper dive and beyond what the state statute minimum requirements are. On bill number 2536, a bid for $15,000 per occurrence for snow and ice removal, up to, I believe it's 6 or 7 occurrences per year. I would ask that you get a bid from the city of O'Fallon, since O'Fallon crews travel through Darden Prairie to get to the other side of O'Fallon. And I think it would benefit you greatly to get a bid from the city of O'Fallon. They have some other intergovernmental agreements for courts, operations with the city of Cotterville and the Community College District. See here, the mowing by the Missouri Department of Highways is a big topic here. MoDOT has contracts for mowing, litter removal, trimming, spraying of weeds. They strive to mow 6 times, 7-time mowings per year at a height of 6 inches from March 1st until December 31st. There was a contractor for the general contractor mowing, that's Muni, and Muni then subcontracts with other subcontractors. The subcontractor for St. Charles County was overwhelmed, not properly equipped, and did not have enough staff to keep up with the growing weeds and grass cutting. The subcontractors, which was an initial company, was removed from the mowing and litter control, and a company with the name of Farm was selected as the new subcontractor, and they're trying to catch up with all the rain and all the extreme heat. On June 4th, I made a presentation, a request, and received assurances from MoDOT officials in Columbia. Number 1, for Missouri Highway N from Bryan Road to Missouri Highway K, and that the sidewalks be trimmed. That has been completed as of today. The second issue is Missouri Highway N Bridge over I-64. Tree brush growing on the bridge. I have pictures of it, and I was assured that it was going to be taken care of. It hasn't been touched as of today. And today I had discussions with MoDOT officials today in St. Joseph at their commission meeting. The third issue is site distance, mowing at Technology Drive and Weldon Springs Parkway. Property owned by both MoDOT and a church, Fred Lita. MoDOT has done their portion, and I believe the current owner has trimmed 20 feet along the public roadways. And that's what I wanted to report to the mayor and board. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dino. City Clerk, anybody else?
No one.
All right. On to new business. Okay, first up is Bill 2535. May I have a motion to read Bill 2535 for the first time by title only? Moved by Alderman Johnson, second by Alderman Gittmeyer. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. City Attorney, please read Bill 2535 by title only for the first time.
Bill number 2535, an ordinance of the city of Darden Prairie, Missouri, establishing a procedure to disclose potential conflicts of interest for certain municipal officials.
Any discussion?
Move for a roll call vote.
Second reading first.
Oh,
Can I get a
second
motion for a second reading of Bill 2535?
So move.
Motion by Alderman Johnson and a second by Alderman Wilson. City Attorney, please read Bill 2535 for the second time.
Bill number 25-35, an ordinance of the city of Darden Prairie, Missouri, establishing a procedure to disclose potential conflicts of interest for certain municipal officials.
Any further discussion?
Move for a roll call vote.
Motion for roll call vote by Alderman Johnson, second by Alderman Wilson. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Unheard. City Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Detweiler. Alderman Nay.
Aye.
Alderman Wilson.
Aye.
Alderman Waters.
Aye.
Alderman Gittmeyer. Alderman Johnson.
Aye.
Ordinance 2372.
Bill 2535 is ordinance 2372. All right. Can I have, next up is Bill 2536. Can I have a motion to read Bill 2536 for the first time by title only?
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Johnson, second by Alderman Gettemeyer. All in favor?
Aye.
City Attorney?
Bill number 25-36, an ordinance of the city of Dayton Prairie, Missouri, authorizing the city administrator to accept the proposal from Scharf Construction Company LLC for snow and ice removal services for the winter season of 2025 to 2026.
Okay, this is going to be not administrative, so this would merit a single reading this time. So that being said, I want to just open it back up for any further discussion before we move, before we would postpone it for our, unless there's any objections to that. Any further discussion about snow removal services from Sharp Construction Company? None heard? And then we would not have to motion to postpone it, right? All right. Okay, next up is Bill 2537. Have a motion to read Bill 2537 by title only for the first time.
The second.
Moved by Alderman Gettemeyer, second by Alderman Wilson. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. City Attorney. Please read Bill 2537 by title only for the first time.
Bill number 25-37, an ordinance of the city of Dayton Prairie, Missouri, authorizing the city administrator to execute a surface transportation block grant, parens STBG, close parens, program agreement with the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission for the Weldon Spring Road Project STBG-5407, parens 623, close parens.
Okay.
Is there any time frame that we need to move this forward?
I believe this city engineer would like 2 readings on this. It is administrative in nature, as the board's already approved this project for grant
Right.
application.
Correct.
And this is just the required agreement in order to move forward in the funding process.
Really, it's main thing is it's more administrative because it's already moving forward with board action. It's already been directed. But secondly, there is a time sensitive nature to it in addition to that. So by their own policies and bylaws, if you will, it would merit a second reading.
Move to read Bill 2537 for a second reading by title only.
Moved by Alderman Johnson to read Bill 2537 by, sure I got that right, by title only for the first time, seconded by Alderman Johnson. All in favor? Any opposed? City Attorney, please read Bill 2537 for the second time and final time by title only.
Bill number 25-37, an ordinance of the city of Dayton Prairie, Missouri, authorizing the city administrator to execute a surface transportation block grant, parens STBG, close parens, program agreement with the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission for the Weldon Spring Road Project STBG-5407, parens 623, close parens.
Okay, we did discuss this in the work session. For those that may not have been here, I think everybody was. So I just wanted to make sure that's understood. So for the board, one last time, is there any additional discussion on the Bill 2537? Okay, I've seen a motion for a roll call vote.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Johnson, second by Alderman Wilson. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Wilson, Alderman Detweiler, Alderman Waters,
Aye.
Alderman Gettemeyer, Alderman Johnson,
Aye.
Alderman Nay.
Aye.
Ordinance 2373.
Okay, I now declare Bill 2537, ordinance 2373. Passed and adopted, it's 2373. Okay, that's all we have for new business. We have no old business. So we will move into officer and staff communications. And we'll start with city attorney. Okay, city engineer, anything additional?
I have nothing, Mayor.
All right. You're a busy man tonight.
Yeah.
City administrator.
Thank you. I did just want to respond or share some additional information regarding snow removal. It was suggested that perhaps we should reach out to the city of O'Fallon related to snow removal services. I can assure you, we've talked with the larger cities, St. Peters, O'Fallon, and Wentzville, and no one has an interest in taking over our snow removal services. Our concern also would be that we would be second to their citizens. And we talked about that as a staff as well, that we would become second to their citizens, and we want our citizens to be first. And I also just wanted to offer my appreciation to Mr. Dienhoff for his information related to the MoDOT right-of-ways. That was very helpful to us. We've struggled in trying to get appropriate contact information from MoDOT and getting this sort of forthcoming information from them. So it was very helpful, and I appreciate that.
Thank you, City Administrator. Alderman.
First, I want to say thank you to the city staff for helping out with the city. All the things that we asked for, we appreciate it 100%. Matthew, thank you for everything you're doing. I know it's kind of your first kind of year, so we appreciate your help. With that, you guys have been working so hard. I actually thought you did something you didn't do. So I want to apologize to the city because I thought you guys cut some grass and it was my fault. So I'll blame myself and I'll take full blame for that. Lastly, I want to say thank you for your help regarding the back to school fair. I think it was a success and I just want to appreciate that. And so thank you for everyone who helped out. Thank you for continuing the good work we're doing in Darting Prairie. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Wilson. Any of the other aldermen have any additional comments?
I just wanted to thank Matt for getting the crosswalk striping done on Meriwether and William Clark. It looks so much nicer, and I've already had 2 residents thank me for getting it done before school. So thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Detweiler. Anybody else? Going once, going twice. Okay, that leaves it up to me to the mayor, and I got a couple of things I wanted to add. First of all, last week we had a really great event. It was the second year in a row that we did it. It was a back to school event. Last year, Alderman Wilson came on as a new alderman, and he came up with this idea. And he worked with the staff last year to kind of launch it off the ground and did a really great job with it then. This year it grew again, and the staff continued to help it grow. So the staff did a great job as well. But with Alderman Wilson's vision and leadership on this, we got it over 175 backpacks. We had multiple vendors out there, and we had a very nice time. And I can see this continuing to grow. And I certainly am very proud of the work that we've done as a team on this, specifically with Alderman Wilson at the helm. Did a great job. So thank you for doing that for our city and helping. There's a lot of happy children out there, a lot of happy parents, and in the tight times that we have, we partnered up with Walmart, who gave those 175 backpacks and multiple other donations from across the city. Really phenomenal job by the team at large, but wanted to give Alderman Wilson a special tip of the hat for the leadership on that part. So. The secondly is we've talked several times tonight, so she's become pretty popular. I don't think she's here anymore. The new IT manager, which the city administrators spoke about earlier. This kind of goes in with a strategy and a policy shift. Is we're going to focus on IT and how we run and support our residents and how we run our day-to-day operations, and that's going to really help in so many ways from my lens at least. And I think that Rose is going to be busy, but we're talking anything from social media to the communications that we talked about earlier with getting information out via getting folks on having the opportunity to be on a text message list where it's a unified communications plan is what it's really called, where you can be on an email list, a social media list, or a text message list, or all the above. And so when we want to send out those communications, we'll leverage the digital aspects, the digital opportunities that are available to help bring transparency and increase communication with our residents. So that's one of the many things Rose has under her portfolio. She's going to be busy. So we just, we ask that those folks that, the board, as well as, other folks in our city, to understand that we are about to undergo some changes with that, and the staff as well. I ask for the staff's cooperation in this too. This is going to improve the way we run our city and how we do our business, but it will come with a little bit of change. So I ask everybody's patience and understanding and to work with Rose as she goes through. As I've talked about earlier, I've already asked for Kathy and her to provide a 90-day summary and assessment, kind of to what we were talking about, Alderman Waters. As another IT guy, I think you understand that's important. Sort of where are we at, where are we going, and how do we get there? So that's really what we're going to see. So I expect she'll be engaged with the staff and potentially even the aldermen here as well, to how we can do our job better collectively. So again, excited to have her on board. Great work by the team getting her on board and hired quickly, and I really feel she's the right person for the job. Excited to have her on. And then lastly, I just wanted to, we gave the presentation earlier, but really want to just give one final, again, a tip of the hat and thanks to Kim for 20 years of service. Been through a lot, and we really rely on you for so many things. We're very grateful to have you with us and continue to work with us and serve the residents of Darden Prairie. Darden Prairie is lucky to have you, and so are we, and we thank you for your service. So, all that being said, that's all I have. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you. We had Arnie, you're the only speaker we had tonight, so thank you for coming out and sharing your thoughts with us. As Kathy said, very valuable information. We appreciate you bringing those things to the city. Thanks for St. Charles County Police for coming out. We appreciate you, and hope the call went well. Wasn't too wild that you were on before you got here. Heard about that. So, yep. With that being said, can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting? Motion by Alderman Kittemeyer, second by Alderman Johnson. All in favor? This meeting is adjourned.
You got it
I
all
say
under
John?
control.